So a lot of people have been asking me why Oskar is in this cone. So he had really bad allergies this summer and his eyes were really itchy and bright red, and we got some drops from the vet that we've been using over the last few months, and they were steroid drops and they seemed to help a little bit, but as the weather changed again, his eyes got even itchier. And a couple of weeks ago, the week before Thanksgiving, his eyes were just bright red, and he was itching them and rubbing them on everything. So I was concerned naturally, and I took him to the vet, and they found that he had some corneal ulcers from probably scratching too much, and you know, they're just irritated for long periods of time. So we got serum drops. These things are awesome. This is made from, they pull blood and then they spin it so it separates the red blood cells and the white blood cells, and then they take the serum that they get and they make individualized eye drops. And this honestly has been one of the things I feel like that has helped his eyes get better the most. And how they gave it to me is they just fill it up, and then, you know, you take the syringe off and then you push this up and you put a drop or two in each eye. I've already done this. Oscar's kind of a wiggly guy, so. And then they gave us a stash and we keep them in the freezer. This one's actually still frozen. But I'm gonna pull it out and put it in the fridge so it's ready for the next time I need to use it. But this seems to really soothe his eyes the best. And then they gave us Opticare lubricating eye gel, which I drop in each eye. This is just to keep things moist, I guess. It seems to help. And then I think the medication part is that neomycin eye ointment. So one of the things I wanted to share with you guys that I've learned, because Oskar has taught me so much in my life about patience and how to manage Huskies. You know, he's wonderful, but he does have quite the personality and he can be quite stubborn, which is okay. I love him for who he is. So this, I like to use a Q-tip, and I put just a little bit on each Q-tip. And I cap it each time just to make sure I don't get anything in there while I'm working. I like the Q-tip because he's very squirrely, typical Husky stuff. You know, doesn't want me to mess with his eyes, likes to move away. And I found by taking this Q-tip and just kind of coming up to him and putting it, boop, right in like that, and just kind of moving it around a little bit, not too deep or anything, bam, medication's in. Didn't have to argue with the Husky. It's a miracle. Because you know, winning arguments with Huskies is futile. So here I'm going to do his other eye too. And this just makes sure he doesn't get any infections. The doc said he hasn't had any infections in his eyes. Just been trying to get those ulcers to heal. Hey, come back. Aki. Oskar Nanook, come here. You sweet boy. Come here, baby. And let's get your other eye. I know you don't like it. But again, I'm just going to kind of get that in there like that. There you go, bud. You're such a good pup. Yeah. So we went back to the doc last week, maybe it's a week and a half ago now, and his eyes hadn't been healing. So the doctor had to do little abrasion scratches to try to stimulate the corneas to tack down and heal to the eye, or not to it, but heal inside the structure or outside the structure. And they weren't doing that, so she referred us to an ophthalmologist, vet specialist, and we're gonna go see him on Tuesday. So I'm really hoping that this doctor has some good advice on allergy management and how to avoid ulcers in the future. I think his eyes are better. I know he's not opening them right now because I have the camera on him and I've been messing with him. But when he is moving around, he has them open a lot more than he used to. Come here, I'm not done with you. One last thing I wanted to say We first got one of those traditional clear plastic cones. That thing was really hard for him to manage. So the second time we went back to the vet, we got this one that Velcros. And it still ties like they do in the back. But what I really, really like about this one is this front part. It comes apart. And then you'll see on the side, here, let me do this side. You'll see on the side that you can fold this back. And it's got a little Velcro spot. And then you can do this side. And you can pin that back. And then it makes a little spot where he can eat and drink. This also helps him get up and down the stairs better. So I think it makes him feel a little bit confident, more confident than the other one. And it helps him from running into my leg, which honestly kind of hurts with that big plastic thing. But just wanted to give an update. A lot of people have asked what's going on with him. He's okay. I don't think it's anything major. I think he's healing. I just think it's taken a little bit longer, and that's okay. But as I know more and I learn more tips and tricks about Husky meds and management, I will let you guys know. And here's just kind of like my little setup that I put down. Of course, I wash my hands before and after, and I try to keep clean. And I always use a fresh Q-tip. Okay. Happy Husky Howls, everybody. Thank you for being members of our channel. We love you.